Welcome once again, everybody, to boys varsity basketball on this cold, snowy Martin Luther King Day. Day off for these schools, but they're going to play basketball anyway as St. Bernard comes in. The Bernardians from St. Bernard's 2-8 coming on in. It's an out-of-conference league matchup, I should say. They usually play each other twice a year, and that's going to happen again this year as they'll play at St. Bernard's later on in February. But this one is a real potential good matchup with St. Bernard's coming in at 2-8. They beat Abbey Kelly and Innovation Academy. Other than that, they've lost all 8 that they have played, whereas the Crusaders, Whitensville Christian, come in at 1-7. Only beating the Douglas Tigers. Other than that, they've lost all their games. Some, like just the other night, Friday night against Sutton, got beat pretty badly. They're winning after the first quarter, if you were with us, but then Sutton really took it to them. So a young team for Coach Brady Badgema, and they have taken their lumps as we expected and will probably continue to. But this game is winnable for both of these teams. The only way for me to really evaluate it, since I don't have a scouting report, is the only common opponent. They both played BMR, and both of these teams, both St. Bernard's and the Crusaders, lost to BMR by over 20. So it's hard to really gauge anything from that, except these teams are probably kind of similar. The Bernardians come in, spread the scoring out, but usually Daniel Kenny, let's know him by number 11 with the he has the fluorescent pink shoes on. They also get points from Noah Fournier, Jonathan Mendez, Gio Daya. So they spread it around a little bit depending on the game. Crusaders, of course, come in also spreading around. Ethan Curry has been their leading scorer, mainly been a good sharpshooter for them. Eamon Maloney's really come on the last few games. Gabe Dieter's dealing with that knee injury has been a problem, but he looks like he's going to be back in the starting lineup here tonight. So let's join Athletic Director Kurt Savage.
First for the visitors. Number 1, Johnny Mendez. Number 11, Daniel Kenny. Number 12, G. Daya. Number 23, Noah Fournier. And number 34, William Olanu. St. Peter's is coached by Coach Constantino, assisted by Rob Carlin and Nick McNamara. Now let's give it up to Whitesville Christian School Crusaders. Starting, number 3, a senior, Brady Dorman. Number 12, a junior, Micah Dieters. Number 21, a sophomore, Gabe Dieters. Number 4, a sophomore, Ethan Curry. And number 2, a sophomore, Eamon Maloney. The Crusaders are coached by Brady Badgema, assisted by Dave Dieters and John Zostrom. Would you now please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
All right, so the festivities are over. Once again, I'm Jamie Walton. I'll bring you the action. I can understand if you weren't wanting to come out tonight, it's going to be a cold one. So that's why we have the live stream here for you, bringing all the action. Once again, the 2-8 St. Bernards comes in against the 1-7 Crusaders from Whitensville Christian. Crusaders, of course, starting their usual starting lineup now that Gabe Peters is back from his dislocated kneecap. He's been coming off the bench last few games. He got his most minutes since back from the injury against Sutton, so it's good to see. So he'll be joined with fellow sophomores Ethan Curry and Eamon Maloney, his brother junior Micah Dieters, and senior Brady Gorman, number 3. Crusaders will be in their classic white home uniforms. They're going right to left. St. Bernards in their dark blue gold trim, left to right. They'll jump it up. Kind of a crazy jump ball, but the St. Bernards gets it right away. Jonathan Mendez, number 1, he's going to start it. Crusaders have been playing this 2-3 zone. That's going to go to Kenny right away. The top scorer, number 11, Daniel Kenny. They can't let him wide open. He's the main guy. You know that the scouting report at practice was key on him, and right away they left him wide open. Dieters gets it back. Gabe fires from 3, short. Olenu, the big number 34 for the St. Bernards, got the rebound. So 2-0 lead, just getting started here. St. Bernards looking to make it 4-0, and they do. It rattles around and in. Giodea. So 4-zip. Comes Micah Dieters. Crusaders had a lot of trouble with Sutton's press. Curry for 3. A little long. A little cold off the bench. They need to find themselves, instead of shooting long distance, love to see the Crusaders go to the hoop. Get warmed up before you start chucking and ducking from 3. St. Bernard's looking to take up already 4-0. That's going to be Mendez. Mendez, good D by Curry. Noah Fournier, he's going to fire from 3. Off the front iron, no good. Great rebound by Curry. He's going to draw the foul coming down. They're going to get Kenny on that. Daniel Kenny didn't know what he did, but you can't undercut a guy who's rebounding like that. Didn't do it on purpose, but that can be kind of a dangerous play. So got to call it. It'll be the first team and first foul on Kenny. The St. Bernards in man-to-man. See Gabe going to the hoop here. He spins, throws an elbow, and he's going to get well, I thought they were going to get him for maybe an offensive foul as he kind of pushed off a little bit, but they got him for a travel instead. Better alternative for Gabe, so he doesn't get in foul trouble early here. Mendez getting started here. 4-0, just under 6, first quarter. Well, they're going to get a blocking foul on Gorman. It's interesting that a couple of times now, St. Bernards has really tried to drive the zone, which isn't usually your best play. Wide open is Kenny here for 3. He's going to take it, and he's going to make it. Barely even hit the net on that one. Swish, 7-zip. Crusaders need a hoop here badly. Stay within striking distance. Maloney. Maloney from way downtown, rims out. Curry can't get it, Mendez does. St. Bernard's back up, trying to take either a 9 or maybe even 10-point lead with another 3. Mendez has Gorman on him, shrugs him off, finds Kenny again. Kenny look for Olenu down low. Olenu lets it hit off his hands and out of bounds. Good look there for Daniel Kenny. Crusaders sort of fortunate there. Fournier got real aggressive on Gorman. Gets called for a foul. That'll be the first on Fournier. 2 team fouls. 5 minutes go, first quarter. Crusaders still looking for their first hoop. That's been sort of the story of the season, is they go in these scoring droughts. They'll get some buckets, but then they'll go a whole quarter without scoring. Can't let that happen here tonight if they want to win. Bumps off Gorman's shoulder. Good defense here. Maloney can't get it to go. St. Bernard's has been very active defensively. Crusaders got to pick up their defensive intensity themselves, and they do. Great block by Micah Dieters. Curry now, as Coach Badgham is screaming at him, get up the floor, get up the floor, get in your offense sooner. That's the way to break a tough half-court defense, is run and transition. Gabe spins, goes left, up and under. Great play, Gabe Dieters gets the Crusaders on the board finally with about halfway through this first quarter. It's 7-2, St. Bernard's 5-point lead. Oleno trying again, this time thought he lost it, and he did. So great play by Gabe Dieters, good hustle. Here comes Gorman. That looked like a block, kind of. Mendez looked like he was holding his elbow there. Fournier, good little teardrop. Noah Fournier, switch, 9-2. Coach Badgham needs to call the game's first timeout. You almost wonder, I mean, it seems like the Crusaders have warmed up a little bit now, but not that it should matter, but it's a little bit out of character when you play high school basketball. You almost always play, at least during the regular season, games after school in the evening. So you kind of get in a little bit of a routine. You're there all day, get a little nap in after school or something like that. And, you know, today might have been a little bit different, as they didn't have school today, but neither team did. So it's no excuse, but you wonder, just a little bit off their game, especially shooting-wise here with the Crusaders. So hopefully Coach Badgham's team will start getting on the board a lot more offensively now that Gabe got the first bucket. He wants them to get out in transition, especially on steals or on missed opportunities, missed field goals where they get the rebound go, because St. Bernard's is giving them a little bit of trouble here on the half-court defense. Fournier's got to be careful. He already got a foul being aggressive once. Curry's thought he was open. Curry's going to fire. Three and a foul. Huge shot by Ethan Curry there as he makes the three. And in the follow through, picks up a personal foul. That means he'll go for one to try to make it a 4-point play. That was going to be that's on Gio Dea. Dea trying to block Curry's three. A little over aggressive. Curry misses. So it's 9-5, a little over 3 to play first quarter. Mason Barnett looks like he's going to come in. Dea is going to shoot for three. Micah got trapped a little bit underneath. Kenny can't make it. Another offensive rebound, but a good block. Oh, they got Gorman. Gorman's got to watch out. He's got to up fake. He does. Off the glass and in. Completely under control. Good look from Gabe Dieters. Found Gorman streaking to the hoop. Gorman up faked and then just laid it right in. 9-7. Crusaders were down 7-0. Now within 2. Fournier all the way. Good drive. Fournier hung up there, so Gabe jumped a little early. Allows St. Bernard's to get the offensive rebound. Another shot at it. Here comes Fournier. Good little fall away. Dea for 2. Boy, they're just getting killed on the glass here. Crusaders lucky that Olenu traveled with that. Here comes Mason Barnett. He's going to take out Curry. Hopefully Barnett will help on the glass a little bit. Key, Micah, and Gabe Dieters, because they've been getting hit last couple minutes on the glass. Gabe goes left again, finds Maloney. Maloney slides back, a little long on that three. Gabe, that's going to stay here as Gabe challenges that rebound, goes off of St. Bernard. So the Bernardians have a 9-7 lead, 1:46 left first quarter. Underneath the hoop, Grady Gorman, 14 seconds on the shot clock, so got to make them aware. Gabe Dieters is going to get a foul after that. Gabe gets it back to the ref. Now, that's two-team first on Gabe. Love to see Gabe on that set himself. There's really nobody, I mean, Olenu can challenge him. Nobody else on this St. Bernard's team has the height to block Gabe. He doesn't need to hurry that shot. Crusaders now in a man-to-man. Gorman on Fournier. Maloney on Chavez. Gabe has a lane. Olenu's going to try to block him. Gabe all the way. He's going to draw a foul. So Dieters will get to the line. Chance to tie it if he hits both. They'll have two. That's 4 team fouls as they get Olenu. Gabe misses the first of 2. They get Olenu's first. So the next foul for St. Bernard's, regardless of its shooting, they'll go to the line for 2. Gabe can take the lead. A little long. Good battle by Barnett. Needs to find a guard. He does. Gorman gets it back out to Micah. 27 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to settle things down here. Gorman slides, shoots, swish. Brady Gorman with a huge 3 gives the Crusaders their first lead of this game as there's about 44 seconds in the first quarter. They're up 10-9. Fournier's going to fire. That's going to be off to the left. No good. Barnett tried to get a hand on it, but Fournier tracks it down. The long rebound. They're going to get a foul on the floor. See what they get on that. That'll be Barnett's first. 3 team fouls, so they still have 1 to give. They should be fine. Olenu looks like he traveled there. Instead, he scores it. And they're going to get Mason Barnett for another one. So that gives, that's Mason's second. Olenu will go to the line. Curry's going to come back in. Olenu will go to the line. 11-10, has a chance to make this a 12-10 lead for St. Bernard's. Got to box out here. Micah gets the board. Shot clock is off. Crusaders can take the last shot. Maloney thought he had Barnett, but he got it stolen. So St. Bernard's up 11-10, have a chance to extend that lead. Gabe has a chance. He puts it up at the buzzer. No good. Good idea to leak out there was Gabe Dieters. And they found him, but he just didn't have enough time. He had to take a flip shot instead of getting all the way to the rim for a layup. So exciting, fast-paced first quarter. These two pretty evenly matched teams. St. Bernard's has a slim lead, 11-10. So one of the things I was trying to do is track the numbers, and number 20, Kobe Okier, was in. Took a couple of shots, and I didn't have him on my list, or I thought I didn't, but I did. So that was my bad for Kobe's parents, if you were watching, or family. If he gets back into the game, we'll make sure we correct that. So Crusaders started real cold, got down 7-0. Couple of buckets from Daniel Kenny, Evan Fournier. then they made a little run of their own. Big three, almost a 4-point play, but he didn't complete it. From Ethan Curry, Gabe Dieters, a couple buckets, 3 from Brady Gorman. He's got 5, I think. It's a matchup zone that they're in. Curry's going to fire from 3. Actually, they might have called it a 2. Doesn't matter. Curry wasn't able to drain that, so go back on defense where they stay in a man-to-man. Coach Badgema didn't love how that zone worked out. Mendez from way downtown, Curry-like. Leaking out again as Curry has the layup if he wants it. Should be an easy one, and it is. That's going to call a timeout for St. Bernard's as they go down 12-11. Just getting started here, second quarter. These two teams pretty even. As I mentioned off the top, 2-8 St. Bernard's. They were able to beat a couple of weaker programs, Abby Kelly and Innovation Academy. Of course, the Crusaders with their only victory being the Douglas Tigers a couple games ago. Only common opponent is BMR, and both of these teams lost to Blacksville and Millville by +20. So that told me it's probably going to be an evenly matched team, or at least on paper. So far, so good, as St. Bernard's coming out of the timeout down 1. Good D by Curry as he locked up Mendez. James Blockson, number 44, in for the first time. Kenny, what a sweet little shot from Daniel Kenny as he kind of rotated left and shot from that corner, makes it 13-12. Maloney has Curry. Just passing it around the perimeter here as Maloney fires. Maloney drains the 3. Big shot, makes it 15-13. Crusaders need to stop now, and they got a key on Kenny after that shot. You know Daniel Kenny's going to want to see that ball again. Going to get a foul. Got a foul on Ethan Curry. That's just Ethan's first. To get it into Fournier. There's Kenny. You know he wants to take his shot, but unselfish player. Coach Badgema not happy as that ball got bounced off, and he wanted his players to dive for that. As Fournier, good defense from Micah Dieters. His brother Gabe gets the board, finds Maloney, who just hit a 3. Almost a steal by Fournier. They're calling it a new shot clock. Doesn't matter anyway, as Curry fired from 3, a little long on that. He's got to get back. Just under 6 to play in this first half. We're in the second quarter. 2-point lead for the Crusaders as they go back on D. Staying in the man-to-man has been much more effective than that early zone. Blockson for 3. That's going to be short. Curry's got it. Oh, he had Gabe leaking out. He got it stolen by Fournier. Easy layup, and that'll tie it. 15-15. Oh, another errant pass. Coach Badgema grabs his head. I don't blame him. Don't need that. 15-15, and this one's kind of gone back and forth here. Since the early 7-0 lead, that's going to be on the floor as Mendez went left. Might have got Micah for that. We'll see what they put up there on the scoreboard. Nope, they're going to get Curry. Got to take his warm-up off. Tyler Rainbow come in for Ethan. That's 2 on Ethan. Give Rainbow a chance. Mendez gets around Rainbow, steps back, fires, front rim, Micah tracks it down. Crusaders got to be careful here. A couple of turnovers in a row, and they need a good look. Gabe finds Rainbow. Rainbow fakes, goes left. Gabe's got it, fires. No good. We are tied. 4:45 left, second quarter. Good steal by Maloney as Mendez didn't have anywhere to go with it. Leaking out is Gorman. Micah tracks it down. Micah Dieters tracks Gorman's shot. 17-15. Back and forth we go as Mendez looking to push the pace. He has to bring it back out to Kenny. Mendez again. Likes to go left. He's on the ground, so Maloney gets it. Gorman's free again. Another layup from Brady Gorman. He keeps leaking out like that. St. Bernard's has to key on that, as that's the third time that Gorman has leaked out. So resulted in 3 hoops. 2 for him and 1 from Micah on the offensive rebound. Mendez, a little up fake, but can't get it to go. Gorman's leaking out again. Doesn't get to the hole that time, brings it back out. Maloney, why not? From 3, no good. Good offensive slap back to Rainbow was Micah Dieters, so 19-15. Maloney, that one. Just off, hit the front of the rim. Gonna call another timeout here. St. Bernard's doesn't like what they see. I don't blame coach for that because they but a little bit helter-skelter St. Bernard's on offense, and they've given up some wide-open threes that the Crusaders will often make. Fortunate to only be down right now, 19-15. You wonder if the Brady Gorman leaking out like that, getting those wide open layups, I wonder if that was coached. It almost seems like it, because St. Bernard's, they just aren't getting back, and Brady Gorman, like 4 opportunities. One of them they were able to get back, and Brady had to bring it back out. The other 3 resulted in layups. 2 for him and 1 he just missed, and Micah Dieters was able to foul and get 2 more. So 19-15, a lot of that is, because of that. So see if St. Bernard's comes up with a way to stop that. Well, right now they have the ball. Fournier has it. Mendez taking a seat on the bench. Mendez has been dealing a lot of point guard responsibilities. Kenny's also on the bench. So we'll see what St. Bernard's can do with the bench as Chavez goes. He can't make it. Rainbow. Good drive by Tyler Rainbow, but he slipped a little bit out of his hand. Tyler didn't get a lot of action against Sutton. Needs to get himself settled down. He has that great left-handed drive and shot. Fools teams when someone goes left. It's Fournier way downtown. Noah Fournier makes it 19-18. 2:36 left. Micah tried to get it to his brother, but he got it blocked. Oh, Eamon Maloney tried to track that down. Confusion on offense as Mason Barnett comes back in for Rainbow. There's a little bit of confusion there. Eamon Maloney tried to save it off of a St. Bernard's player, but the ball had already hit the out of bounds. So there's plenty on the shot clock, 27 seconds. St. Bernard's down 1. It's been going back and forth here. This Fournier just hit a big 3. He's got another opportunity. That one's long. Good board by Barnett. Sometimes those Rebounds that hit the backboard are tough to get. Good pass from Micah Dieters to Brady Gorman. 2 more for Brady. 21-18, 2 minutes left this first half. Kenny's back in the game, gets to Fournier, just made that 3, but then he missed one. Fournier, oh, what a good, nice little touch shot from Noah Fournier. 21-20 is the Crusader lead. Once again, the white uniforms gets it stolen by Fournier. Maloney's got to get back. Good, oh man, it looked like he got his hand on the ball, but he had to reach in for it. So they're gonna get that one for Eamon Maloney. That'll only be his first. But that will send Fournier to the line. He can, with 1:32 left in the second quarter, he can take the lead. He misses the front end of 2, so 3 team fouls for the Crusaders. So we have 1 more to give before the bonus. Fournier, that's a nice touch, couldn't make either free throw. Missed opportunity there for the Bernardians. Crusaders now looking to make them pay. Burnett in the high post. Gabe Dieters for 3, drills it. 24-20. 1:12 left. Second quarter, first half. Fournier again. That one's again long. Good board by Gabe as he tapped it to himself. Dieters now looking into the outlet pass to Maloney. Why not? Gabe again. No good, but Barnett, good block out on the offensive glass. Mason Barnett, huge putback. Makes it 26-20. 45 seconds. Big defensive stop here to go into the locker room for the Crusaders, if they can get it. Fournier's taken most of the last few shots. You'd like to see get it into Kenny's hands, and they do. Kenny misses. Good steal there. Oleno had the easy layup. There's Gorman leaking out. Gorman again for 2. That one's going to go back to St. Bernard's. So 20.6 seconds left in this first half. Crusaders with a 6-point lead. St. Bernard's doesn't. They could take the last shot if they want. I mean, I would argue for them to just get a good shot. Probably want to see it get in number 11, Kenny's hands, and they do. 6 seconds now. They're going to go for that last shot. It's going to be Blockson. Blockson's going to fire. No good. So that'll do it for a fast-paced first half. Crusaders, who started cold, down 7-0, outpaced St. Bernard's by 13 since then and are up 26-20. One of the things I noticed by St. Bernard's is Daniel Kenny seems to be their best offensive player. I mean, Noah Fournier and Jonathan Mendez, also clearly pretty good offensive players, but Kenny seems to be, but they just don't get a couple of looks early. Since then, just sort of drifting around, and you know, if I'm his teammate, instead of thinking I should shoot the ball as much as him, you got to find the guy who can score. You wonder if that's what St. Bernard's is talking about in the locker room as they try to reset the ship. They got off to such a great start, and part of that was Daniel Kenny up 7-0. Crusaders, of course, were ice cold. They were shooting from 3 early, which was probably a mistake. Hopefully their game plan second and to start the second half will be to get to the rim. Love to see how they leaked out Brady Gorman. That just really gave them a lot of good offensive opportunities. 5 or 6 times Gorman was able to get the home run pass. I don't have the scorebook, but my guess is Brady Gorman is leader in scoring. Gabe Dieters is probably right up there as well. They spread it around a little bit. Eamon Maloney had a big 3. Ethan Curry had a big 3 as well. So for 26 points, I know Barnett had a hoop there towards the end. I think the only starter that hasn't scored for the Crusaders is Micah Dieters. So once again, one of the biggest stories with this young Coach Badgema-led Crusader team, it's been some long scoring droughts. They'll look really good for a stretch, and then they can go a whole quarter, no points, or even, you know, against Sutton, it felt like a quarter and a half or more where they maybe had like 4 points. So that is what they have to keep from happening here in the second half. They want to come away with their second victory of the season here. It's very normal for a team that has so much inexperience, as we've said all season long. The only guys with much varsity playing time is the Dieters boys, with Gabe starting last year and Micah being a key guy coming off the bench. And Gabe has been out with that knee injury, so you know, you have a lot of these sophomores, and even with Brady Gorman, he was on the team last year, just didn't get a lot of minutes, so not a lot of experience. You're going to have those kinds of droughts because when things start not working out for you and you're not hitting your shots, you can lose confidence, you can start throwing the ball away a little bit. Whereas when you got a lot of experience, veteran leadership, you right the ship, you calm it down, you get a good hoop, you run your offense. And that will come next year. I have very little doubt that this team will be much more poised because every single opportunity they have this year is a learning experience for the Crusaders. But every time you get a chance to win, you want to take it. There's not going to be a ton of those opportunities. The Dual Valley Conference is always good. This year, incredibly so. I mean, besides Douglas, which is obviously the bottom of the barrel, you have Nipmunk, Hopedale, which will be, Nipmunk's in D3, and they're climbing in the rankings. Hopedale is D5. They were 1 at one point. Sutton's a little down this year, but as we saw the other night, still strong program. And even BMR, which is often a team that Crusaders can beat a couple times a year, beat them by 20 plus, 25, 27, something like that. So it's Dual Valley Conference tough. So those are all going to be, they got to play all those teams again. Most of them on the road, except for BMR, will have a week from tomorrow, the next home game for the Crusaders as they head out on the road. Actually, not a week from tomorrow, like 2 weeks, I think. They play at Nipmuc Wednesday and at Hopedale Friday. So those are going to be, the Crusaders have 2 really challenging road games ahead. So that's why you want to see them win this one. Get some confidence, feel a little bit better about yourself, because they know those two, that's the two best teams in the conference. They've already been beaten pretty badly by here at home. Get a win, get some confidence, and try to go for an upset, or at least stay in one of those games. Again, great opportunities for this young Crusader team. St. Bernard's is a mix of seniors and sophomores. A lot of their guys they have playing are seniors, but they do have 2 of their best, Jonathan Mendez and Daniel Kenny, both sophomores. So those guys will be back next year, I would assume, back on the Crusader schedule. These programs have a good relationship where, you know, every year you got to schedule a number of games out of conference, not in the Dual Valley for Crusaders, and so they schedule each other home and home. Both teams out in the locker room, out of the locker room, having gotten their wisdom from the coaches. I'm guessing St. Bernard's is saying, hey, get back on D when someone shoots up a shot. If you don't get the rebound, be on the lookout. They're leaking out, especially Brady Gorman. Crusaders really just do more of what you've done since going down 7-0. I would say a couple of things. One, rebound the basketball. There really is no excuse for them to get out-rebounded by this St. Bernard's team. Besides Olenu, that are really not bigger. So they got outworked for a few of those rebounds and gave the Bernardians an extra opportunities, especially a little stretch there in the second quarter. Got to clean that up, box out, get your boards, and take care of the basketball. For the most part, the Crusaders have done that, but they had that, again, that stretch in the second quarter where they got a little helter-skelter and threw the ball around a little bit. Got to clean that up as well. Love to see him get going to the hoop, even if you end up with the three. What I don't like to see is that come up and just chuck it up. Obviously, if somebody's on a heater and a good shooter, that's fine, but for the most part, you can get a better shot than that. Going to the hoop collapses the defense, and then if you don't have the layup, pop it back out. Curry, Maloney, Gabe Dieters, those guys will have Brady Gorman, those guys will have wide open threes. They can make those, so we'll see as they get their last minute advice. A minute left here till the third quarter. So the Coach Badgerman's team is going to start the same group that they started the first half with. Brady Gorman and Heyman Maloney, Ethan Curry, Gabe and Micah Dieters. Mason Barnett got quite a bit of run. Tyler Rainbow a little bit. So St. Bernard's has the ball. Crusaders go man-to-man. As Kenny goes to the hole, they're going to get a foul on the floor. I think they got Gorman for that. So Brady Gorman's second. We'll keep an eye on that. As Blockson again fires from three. He closed out the first half from three. Hasn't made one yet. I think he's put up 3 or 4 of those. I like to see the confidence, but he needs to see one go through. Gorman looking down low to Gabe Dieters. Wants to find him. Bounce pass. Bloxton tried to steal it from Gabe Dieters, but slapped him on the arm. It's first on James Bloxton. Both teams now start off with a team foul, so that's something to bear watching here in the third quarter. 26-20. Gabe Dieters bullies his way in, left-handed up and under. Great play by Gabe. He didn't probably need to go up and under, but it's a move he's worked on. As he'll play a lot of teams where he does need to do that until he grows a few more inches. Good steal by Gabe Dieters. He's got Brady Gorman. Great pass. Gorman no good. Missed opportunity, but Gorman fires at the Mendez, and with the helter-skelter spastic play here, they're going to get another foul. As Olenu comes back in. That one is going to be on Micah Dieters. It's only his first, so that's good. 28-20, just getting going here. Second half, we're in the third quarter. Mendez point guard, number 1. He's gonna fire, no good. Kenny and Curry battle for it. Kenny gets it, shoots. That one rolls in. Big shot for Daniel Kenny, 28-22. Probably in the locker room, coach of St. Bernard's. As Micah Dieters gets it blocked by Olenu. Probably the coach said the same thing I was saying, is one of our best scorers is Kenny, and he's not getting the ball. They've been very quick to get it to him to start this second half. Olenu, power dribble. Gabe Dieters blocks it. Says, no, not on my watch. Gorman has an opportunity to get 2. He tried to get his own rebound, but it knocked out of bounds. So St. Bernard's going right to left on your screen. Mendez all the way with a left. Great drive. He's got that quick little move. It's worked for him a few times, but that's the first time he's able to finish it. Just under 6 to play. Third quarter, 28-24. Crusaders, classic white uniforms. Going left to right. They have the ball on offense. Gabe Dieters wants his shot. He's gonna find Maloney wide open for 3. Looked online from where I'm sitting. It was too long. Okay, so they had reset the shot clock, but on Maloney's 3, but it was an air ball. It never hit the rim. It went over it. So the coach asked them to reset the shot clock to 14 seconds. Still Crusader ball, but they have less time. 28-24. Crusaders need a hoop here. Gotta find Gabe Dieters. They do. Gabe, wide open 3, little long. Kenny gets it. Mendez, he just had 2. He tried to foul it up with a 3, no good. Kenny tracks it down. Coach from St. Bernard's getting him settled down. Okier gets it, fires, it rattles in. Kobe Okier off the bench, big 2, makes it 28-26, and Coach Badgerman is going to call time. He doesn't like what he saw. They had that 1 possession. It's Mason Barnett. He's going to come in, I think, for Ethan Curry. Curry looks a little bit shaken up. Maybe he took a shot. He knocked his wind out a little bit. Once again, one of the things that's kind of plagued them a little bit in the first half and so far in this third quarter is rebounding. And sometimes that's going to happen. Obviously, when you face a team with a lot more height. Olenu's the tallest guy out there for St. Bernard's. But it feels like it's been a little bit lack of fundamentals and effort. Crusaders not blocking out, sort of reaching for it, giving the Bernardians the opportunity to track it down. So there's 28 seconds on the shot clock. 2-point lead for Whitensville, but they had it was 26-20 at half. Now it's 28-26. So need a hoop bad here. We don't want one of those droughts. That's what you got to do. Great play to draw up out of the timeout from Coach Brady Badgema as he tried to get it to Gabe down low. They're going to get, that's a foul on Olenu. William Olenu, that's his second. 2 team fouls apiece. Brady Gorman trying to find a teammate and gets stolen by Kenny. Kenny stole it. Now he's going to look on the offensive end. That was Dea. Dea front rimmed it from the corner. Got to stay confident here, even a few missed shots. Maloney. Micah's going to fire for 3. Micah Dieters drills it. Needed that one desperately. 31-26 now. Just over 4 minutes to play third quarter. 5-point lead. Wow, they left Mendez wide open. Barnett tried to stop him at the last second, threw his body into him. And Mendez has the chance to go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play. That's going to be 3 on Mason Barnett. Mendez was shocked himself to see no one was guarding him. Weren't even looking at him. Got to pick him up. He's got great moves to the hoop. Misses the free throw, though, so still now a 3-point lead. Gabe gets a pick from his brother, steps back, 3, no good. Kenny was able to, again, those are tough rebounds to get when they don't hit iron. Fournier, that one's too long. Olenu almost got the board, but Micah was able to get it. Then he throws it away, and then Micah Dieters compounds that with a foul. It's 4 team fouls, 2 on Micah. So with 3:28 left to play third quarter, that could come into play here as the Crusaders are in 1 foul away from the bonus. Olenu goes up, gets it blocked. Gabe Dieters, I think, got to Maloney. Maloney also gets it blocked. Micah battles, just can't get it to go. Barnett. Timeout. So what was happened there is the refs thought they heard the bench from Whitensville Christian call a timeout. So they called it. It was in the possession of the Crusaders, but Coach Badgerman said, I didn't call timeout. Sometimes they have, I think, they have a play they call out, side out, I think. Sounds like timeout. Maybe it was that, I don't know what he heard, but play on. Dieters was not able to, got a little bit affected at the rim, was not able to get that to go. So 3 minutes left in this third quarter, 31-28, back and forth we go. Mendez, Kenny, wide open, you can't leave him wide open, he missed it. Gorman to Maloney, he shoots, he drills it. Big 3 from Eamon Maloney, makes it 34-28. Crusaders, this is the largest lead. They had 6 at halftime. It's back to that. Interesting, so they're gonna get a foul, I think, on Brady Gorman. That should put him to the line. They're missing it here. Yeah, the refs almost missed that. As that is 5 team fouls, and when you get 5 team fouls in the quarter, that's a bonus. So Mendez will get 2 shots out of that. That is Brady Gorman's 3rd personal foul, and that bears watching with 2:30 left. And so Connor Kitchen will get his first action. He'll come in for Brady, I'm guessing, because with the 3 fouls. Micah almost gets it stolen, he does, and then he gets it back, but he rolls out of bounds. Olenu, with those long arms, was able to poke it free. So Connor Kitchen actually played a little bit on the JV game earlier. Connor also a sophomore. Love to see him get experience because they're going to need him next year for sure. Kenny could have called him for travel there. So that's going to be a foul underneath on William Olenu. That's Olenu's 3rd, so you wonder if they'll take him out of the game. Matching this zone. Kitchen for 3, just rims out. Good confident shot by Connor Kitchen. Doesn't go in. Wow, Fournier tried to draw a foul there. Kitchen gets it. 1:30 left, third quarter. Crusaders have a chance to add to the 6-point lead. Kitchen again finds Barnett. And he and Olenu battle for it. That's going to stay here. Possession arrow with the jump ball in favor of Whitensville Christian. 1:21 left now. Once again, Coach Badgerman's team not able to get them past that 6-point lead. Opportunity now, almost had it earlier as Kitchen just rimmed out a 3. You know they're going to call Gabe's number here. Try to get it a clear passing lane. Maybe even draw a foul. Oh man, they get an offensive foul. That was the play. They get Barnett. That's 4 on Mason. That was the play for him to shield Olenu to give Gabe Dieters the wide open layup. It worked, but the refs caught Barnett with an illegal maneuver, and he's only got one more as Kenny makes a gigantic 3 to bring him right back within 3, just over 1 to play. 34-31. Maloney almost travels. Micah, this time the bench does call a timeout as Micah Dieters uses his muscle to rip a hold of that ball, but he was in trouble there. This trapping zone has caused a little bit of a disturbance for Whitensville. But man, just when the Crusaders have that 6-point lead and have the opportunity to extend it, a Kenny 3 brings it right back. I have a feeling this is just how it's going to go. Mason Barnett getting some counsel from the referees, wondering what happened on that shield play earlier. Does that get Mason's 4th? 5 team fouls, 3 team fouls for St. Bernard's. Also see some coaching by senior Dylan McAllister on the bench. Hasn't gotten any action yet because of his soccer knee injury. Hopefully by the end of the year. It would have been really great for this young team to have Dylan out there as a veteran presence. That would have been big for Coach Badgerman's team. But the silver lining is for the guys that are going to play next year, a lot more minutes for Raymond Maloney, Brady Gorman, and now even Connor Kitchen. Good up fake by Micah Dieters. He gets the body foul from Kenny. That's going to be, I think, Kenny's 2nd. Got one early. Yeah, it is. Daniel Kenny's 2nd. Some big free throws coming up here. Micah Dieters with 45 seconds left. So Crusaders, assuming they get the rebound, which I should not assume the way this has gone here in the 3rd quarter. They should get at least one more shot here in the 3rd quarter. So Micah makes 1, makes it a 2-possession game, 35-31. Great play by Dea. He tried to find Olenu a little too hard, so it sails out of bounds. Olenu is going to put on a little press here. He's going to stay on Gabe. (35-31). About almost no difference in the shot clock, game clock. Crusaders just want a really good shot up 4, want to send it into the 4th quarter with a 6 or even a 7-point lead if they can make a 3. Gabe's clearing it out. He looked for a pick, didn't use it. Gets to the Curry, 7. Maloney, somebody's got to fire. Curry does. No good. That's going to be not the end of the 3rd quarter, but the end of the shot clock, as Curry's shot was wide, didn't hit any rim. They got to put 1.1 on the game clock to give St. Bernard's a chance for a last-second heave here. Crusaders just want to make sure they don't foul, as they are in the bonus. So they got to reset that. 1.1. You don't want to foul. Good play by Eamon Maloney there. It's just put up your hands. Don't do much more than that. So the possession arrow to start the fourth quarter will be for the Bernardians. They will get it down 4. So Mason Barnett has 4 personal fouls, which he didn't start, so he's not in there now. But at some point, Coach Badger would want to go back to him at least for a couple of minutes. We'll see if he's going to be able to do that, for how long he'll be out there. So he racked those up pretty quick. Big confident booster for Eamon Maloney there in the corner 3 that he had towards the end of that quarter, as he missed a couple of them. Connor Kitchen will come back out as Brady Gorman will be back in the game. The senior guard, Gorman, has 3 personal, so Coach Badgema had to buy some time. He's going to start the 4th, but if Connor's got to stay ready over there, because if Brady would get a quick one here, they would need to go bring him back to the bench. So Brady's got to try to stay aggressive defensively without fouling. They try to find Olenu, who then just passes it right to Gorman. He thought he had Mendez. Steal by Brady. So here comes Crusaders up 4. Largest lead has been 6 at halftime, and then once during the third quarter. Working around. They got 20 on the shot clock. Gabe to Curry. Curry gets a block by Mendez. Curry tracks it down, but he's out of bounds. Ball will go back over to the Bernardians. Crusaders got to make sure they play just enough good defense on Kenny. Feel like they don't look for him enough, but sometimes they leave him wide open. Mendez, man, he can get to the hoop. Only a sophomore, so you've got to feel like that touch will get better as he goes. Maloney from the corner, another triple from Eamon Maloney. That makes it 30. They just called that a 2. 37-31. I thought that was 3, but they must have called that a 2. Olenu went over the back of Gabe Dieters, slapped it out of bounds. So good aggressive drive by number 12, Gio Dea. He just isn't able to find his offense here tonight so far. Dieters, Curry again. No good. Gorman, good rebound. Micah off the glass and in. Micah Dieters. 39-31. Crusaders with their largest lead of the game as Mendez to Dea. Good block out of the shooter was Maloney. So here comes Crusaders to try to get their first double-digit lead as Barnett's going to come in with the 4 fouls. So Coach Badham is just going to live with it. Maloney for 3, no good. Once again, stay on Kenny. That's Gorman's job. Mendez draws a foul, gets it back to the line. That one's on Ethan Curry. That's 3 on Ethan. So Curry and Gorman have 3 with 6:01 to play in this one. We're gonna get Curry out of there as Barnett's gonna come in. Mendez short rims that. Micah battles for the board. Goes out of bounds. St. Bernard's ball. Again, just not getting in that rebound. could come back to bite him. Maloney's got to try to stay on Mendez. Mendez doesn't want to shoot the three, so you just want to contain him. He just wants to go to the basket. If I'm guarding Mendez, I'm letting him shoot that three until he proves to me he can make it, because he's been getting the basket at will. Here comes Fournier. We haven't seen much from him lately. There's 10 seconds shot clock. Fournier's going to have to fire. He does. Short. Kenny gets it. Oh, man, they get a foul, I think, on Micah Dieters. Micah doesn't complain, so he must have slept Kenny. There'll be 2 team fouls in this fourth quarter on WCS. Curry right back in the game for Barnett. Oh. I finally posted it. I thought Micah Dieters got that foul. That was on Barnett, so that's why he came back out. Back to the bench, I should say, as Barnett fouled out. So that'll be it for Mason. Gave Coach Badgham some good minutes off the bench. Just got the foul bug tonight. So this is shaping up to be last second contest. Is Crusaders now have a 6-point lead. They got it up to 8 for about a second, it felt like. Other than that, it's been right around here, hovering right around here. So Whitensville Christian can just get good offensive looks. They don't even have to make them all, but don't turn the ball over. And if you can limit the Bernardians to 1 shot in offensive trip, they'll win this game no problem. But the biggest thing that St. Bernard's been able to do is get 2 or 3 extra shots in the offensive end. A lot of that's been Oleno, number 34. His long arms and that height of his. He doesn't always get the rebound, but he'll tap it to one of his teammates. So St. Bernard's puts on a press here, and it works for him right away. Comes Mendez. He has Maloney on him. They're going to get Maloney for another foul. It's only 2 on Amon. It's 3 team fouls, so 1 more to give. And then they'll be in the bonus. Olenu takes it strong, no good. Probably not the shot Coach from St. Bernard's was looking for. Olenu's offense, it's really not why he's out there. He's out there for rebounding and defense. St. Bernard's bench crying defense. Trying to double Gabe Dieters. He's going to find Maloney. Maloney a little short. Both Gorman and Gabe went for it. Gabe was able to save it, but it went right to Oleno. Mendez is going to stop and pop, and no good. Good board by Gabe Dieters. Got to help him. Brady Gorman comes back. He finds Curry. Curry's going to take the three. He's been cold. He stays cold. All it takes is 1 for Ethan to get it going here. 4:19, fourth quarter. That one is an air ball. Kenny tried to throw it off Gabe Dieters. Gabe was able to sidestep it, but Kenny stepped out of bounds anyway. So St. Bernard's has this little like 2-2-1 press. It's working though. Maloney just kind of flips it up there. Thought he might have got fouled on that. Crusaders do not need to rush their shots. They can break the press, and if it's not there, as Curry's going to get called for it on Dea. So foul trouble becoming an issue here with 3:49 left. It's 4 on Ethan Curry, so those bench players got to stay ready. Kenny can't get it to go. Maloney battles. Good save by Brady Gorman. Again, kind of hurrying. They don't need to hurry. Set up your offense. 3:30 left. 6-point lead, 39-33. Been a low-scoring one. Gabe spins up and under. He's going to draw the foul. They got Olenu on that. I think that's 3 on. That's 4 on William Olenu. First team foul of the fourth quarter for the Bernardians. So Dieters makes it a 7-point lead. He can make it 8 if he makes the second of 2. There's 3:20 on the clock. Crusaders play fundamental basketball here as Dieters makes the second. They should get their second win of the season. But that remains to be seen as they get it to Kenny. Kenny's got Gorman on him. Curry's got to be careful with his 4. He's on Dea. Almost steals it. Oh. Dea looked like a double dribble to me, but he gets to Olenu. Olenu proves me wrong. He's out there for offense now as he makes a big 2-point shot. Just under 3 to play. 6-point lead. Maloney calmly drills the 2-point bucket. 43-35. Here comes St. Bernard's. 2:40 on the clock. They're going to bring Fournier back in. Dea. Scoop shot. Maloney tracks it down wisely. Calms it. He gets it to Gabe. Gabe Dieters. Curry, another 3. 2:15 to play in this one. Chavez missed a shot. Chavez, that was Dea actually. Chavez missed a shot. Dea tried to steal it from Gorman but bumped him. That'll be 2 on Gio Dea. Again, this press with 2:04 left. Gotta go to the ball, you gotta be decisive in your passes. Boy, Olenu's really playing with fire with the 4 fouls. Micah Dieters gets the pass from his brother, confidently lays it in. It's now a 10-point lead. Crusaders should be able to get this victory. Come in at 1-7, trying to go to 2-7 on the year. As Kenny goes a little bit short, and he's gonna grab Brady Gorman as Gorman was about to get the rebound. That'll be 3 teams, so not in the bonus yet. That's 3 on Daniel Kenny. Steven Montero will get his first minutes of the game. He's going to take Olenu out. Olenu has 4 anyway. Maloney doesn't need to force anything. He can work some clock. 30 on the shot. 125. They're going to get a foul on Montero. That's what he's in there to do. Because Olenu has 4, so they put Montero in there to foul. He'll probably do it again. Because they're down 10. They need to get the Crusaders to the line. They're going to play straight up defense here. I would probably play the foul game if I were St. Bernard's, but they're going to let the Crusaders wind this down. There's 24 on the shot clock. They can get this under a minute. They turn it over. A tough turnover there. Miscommunication is Micah was going to the hoop, and his brother Gabe thought he was just flashing out to the 3-point line. So shouldn't hurt him too much as we're just about at a minute left here. Crusaders up 10. Fournier flips it up. Olenu. Gabe Dieters thought he had all ball there, but they're going to get Gabe for his second. Puts Kenny to the line because we're in the bonus. 45-35. Once again, the Crusaders go on the road after this. They go to Hopedale and Nipmuc. Good save, Olenu trying to get a second hoop. Ethan Curry was able to rip down that rebound, and they got the foul on Gio Dea. So that's going to be 5 teams, so Curry will go to the line. 9-point lead. Curry has a chance to put it back in the double figures. It's going to be tough for St. Bernard's, who's only had 36 points this whole night, to make up a deficit like this with only 45 seconds left. We've seen weirder things, though. Ethan has struggled with the shot last couple games. Needs to see a couple free throws go in to get that confidence back up. Sometimes with shooters, it's just see it go through. He sees that one go through. Wouldn't surprise me if he hit his next one from 3, if he has a chance, because this game is almost over. 46-36. Fournier's going to fire. That's short. Gorman fires out. Maloney. He's going to play the foul game now. 26 seconds left. A little too late. That's 4 on Dea. Gonna put Gabe to the line. The player of the game's a little tough with this one for the Crusaders. I think I'm gonna give it to Brady Gorman. I know he and Eamon Maloney and Gabe Dieters definitely leading in the scoring with this one. But I thought Gorman had a lot of those good looks, those layups early in the first half that kept them in it and got them back within this game. So we'll give it to Brady Gorman. We'll give the hustle player of the game to Micah Dieters, especially in this second half. Micah has really brought the aggressive hustle play that Coach Badgerman was looking for. So this one is winding down, no more fouls. Crusaders will win their second game of the year, 48-36 by 12. These two teams will play later in February at St. Bernard's. So good win for the Crusaders as they go on the road to play Nipmuc and Hopedale later this week. Good luck to them. And we will see you the next home game on the live stream. Until then, God bless everyone.